Greetings. It's Sunny Daze 305 Degrees podcast. I got the legendary T-Man, Brown Sub legend. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, bro?
What's good with you?
Good to be here, man. Staying solid.
Good, man. Tell our audience about you, man. Where you get your name from, where you from, man. Tell us a little bit about T-Man.
First of all, I went by T-Man as a jit. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the 40s. I'm from the Scots. So I growed up being T-Man. I transitioned out of T-Man when the name got too hot. So maybe about 25 years, nobody really called me T-Man no more. They called me T-Banger. I just been staying solid with the hoods. I'm in every section, popping out, hollering at the, real niggas and slapping skins with the real niggas. But in prison, they call me T-Banger, or they call me Israel, or they call me Black God, or they call me PG, which stands for Purple Giant. So I had a little coalition in prison where I basically linked different type of people together for resources and basically on some prison takeover type flex. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of division in prison, a lot of niggas that be cut from a certain cloth, try to weed themselves into a culture and try to make that culture theirs, and then they grow them some nuts and drop them. You know what I'm saying? So I had a hand selected through each type of people that was in prison, because prison is a world inside a world. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, they call me PG on certain pounds. They call me Black God on certain pounds. They call me Israel on certain pounds. And they call me T-Banger. So I never went by T-Man since 2000.
Okay.
It's 2024.
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference between T-Man and T-Banger?
The streets, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was turning up as a jit, you feel me, catching all type of charges, slanging all type of iron, getting down, you know what I'm saying, in the streets or whatever. So it's like, once the name got too hot or too famous, other niggas started calling themselves T-Man.
Oh,
to try to get fame off the name.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's how that worked. But, I had to switch the name up because I know it wasn't no nigga's name T-Banger.
Okay.
Or a nigga wasn't gonna come up with that name.
Okay.
Now it's nigga's name T-Banger. To be expected.
Yeah, I seen that.
That's to be expected because, if you got a name and you putting on for the streets, niggas gonna try to jock your swag, try to, hijack your shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's when I turned PG. So that they can have T-Man. They been can have T-Man 25 years ago, but now they can have T-Banger. You see what I'm saying? And that ain't necessarily gonna disassociate me with the people that know me as T-Man or the people that know me as T-Banger. It's just that I'm in this giant lane right now.
Okay.
So I'm on my PG flex. So now niggas can't. I know a nigga ain't bold enough to call himself Purple Giant, or I'm coming to get his ass.
You got that thing patented. You got Purple Giant patented.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, I see you have a Circle Brotherhood emblem. I see you got a Peacemaker emblem. I see you got, what's the other emblem right here?
Healing and Justice.
Healing and Justice. What is the Peacemakers? What is that?
Well, first of all, the Circle of Brotherhood is a organization formed by the brothers that are out of the community and for the community. You see what I'm saying? And as an employee of the Circle of Brotherhood, you have a section known as the Peacemakers.
Okay.
You feel me? Basically, the Peacemakers are a group of men and women that's boots on the ground, basically in the hood, in the community that you see every day. Not no, oftentimes you got people that perpetrate or doing certain type of work, getting out in the community and seeing like, yo, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Trying to squash beef, trying to get in front of guns and put this gun violence shit to the side, because for real, us shooting at each other is a new phenomenon for real. It's not nothing that we did culturally.
Right.
So this something that been weaved in throughout the course of maybe about 30 to 50 years.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So with the Peacemaker, we basically go through the hoods, try to get the youth, bring them under as mentees from niggas that been to the chain gang or been in the streets, done been shot. I done been shot, stabbed, locked up, face death, all that. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing really that I can't relate to when it come down to the level.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So we offer different services, you know what I'm saying? Some, you know, our community try to neglect is mental health. You know what I'm saying? So we have different aspects of the Circle of Brotherhood. We have youth coordinators, youth coaches. We have re-entry. We have the peacemakers. You see what I'm saying? And we have a justice advocate for the Circle of Brotherhood. And we just basically offer these different services, you know what I'm saying, to help the community out, try to find job placement with our re-entry team. You know what I'm saying? We had a VIP team for advocating for the juveniles in prison or in jail, you know what I'm saying, to try to, you know, curve them in a different direction as opposed to the path that we took. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So T-Man, I've been around you for a minute, so I've heard the words come out of your mouth that you have been both in the state joint and the federal joint.
Right.
Right. Can you tell me or tell our audience what's the difference between being in the state joint and the federal joint in your opinion?
All right. Well, so first of all, you know, I got gun charges in juvenile. I got gun charges in the state, and I got gun charges in the feds.
Okay.
All right. Juvenile is a total different lane from what the state is.
Meaning?
Okay, well, juvenile, you basically pacified, sheltered, and taken care of. They giving you snacks and shit.
Okay.
You know, they giving you TV time, and y'all, you know, basically trying to conduct yourself with the staff. In the state, ain't none of that. You see what I'm saying? The state is rugged and raw. You see what I'm saying? I've been to state prison. I got a B letter in the state because my Fed sentence ran wild with my state sentence. Well, ran concurrent, not wild.
What you mean by B letter?
So when you go to prison, they assign you what's called a DC number. When you first go in there, they put a 0 in front of that number.
Okay.
Right? Because that's your first time going to prison.
Okay.
But when you go back your second time, then you go and get an A in front of that same letter.
Okay.
I mean, say in front of that same number. Then when you go back a third time or get a third conviction for and sentenced to prison, they give you a B letter. So I've been to prison 3 different times.
Okay.
But my Fed sentence and my state sentence ran concurrently while I did the whole sentence in the feds.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the difference, I would say, in being in the state between, you know, going from juvenile to the feds, the difference between going to the state and the feds is that it's only one certain level in the feds that's turned up to the extent where the state is turned up everywhere you go.
Meaning what?
Where niggas getting stabbed, niggas getting fucked up. I caught 6 unarmed assaults in the state. You know what I'm saying? For fucking niggas up. You feel me? When they get out of bounds, I leave their ass out of bounds. You see what I'm saying? With all probable cause. But as soon as you play, that way you gonna stay. If I got to wet your ass with that poker or that iron, so be it. Whatever it take for me to survive in this bitch, it's all system on go. In the feds, it's not like that.
Right.
In the feds, they using this shit called a car. Well, it's basically they making your state a game. See what I'm saying? So now you got to get down up under another nigga. I wasn't in no car.
Right.
Because I'm a Moorish American, I got to fuck away from all that shit. As far as, oh, you on Florida time or you a Miami boy. No, I ain't none of that shit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I ran with Bloods. I ran with Crips. I ran with GDs, Vice Lords. Long as you was a solid nigga, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Now, you can go back to your brothers and run with them because I know some of them ain't going to drop their nuts unless they up under this umbrella.
Yeah.
So they make it like you got to be under an umbrella in order to do shit. I caught 3 unarmed assaults in the feds. Not in no car. I crashed all type of cars.
Right.
But it was niggas out of these cars that know who I was and know how I fool ass flunked out of bounds. You feel me? And I got on his ass. Just that. You feel me? So in the state, you looking at, you know, different drug prices, different canteen prices, different moves being made on the compound. You know, niggas fucking with hoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? In the state, it's rugged and it's raw. You know what I'm saying? They got every drug you could think of in that motherfucker, and they all getting high. They doing whatever the fuck they do, and it's a lot of violence. In the feds, if you're not in a USP, everything up under that pure pussy. Don't get me wrong, they got a different type of program type mindset where these niggas is rocked to sleep in that shit.
Meaning what? Explain that to us.
Okay, so in the feds, niggas able to basically, I can cook food right here in my cell. Like, literally start a fire in this bitch, make a little metal pan, and be in this bitch frying rice.
Yes.
Or cooking motherfucking fajitas and all type of shit. The warden pop in this bitch, the captain, the colonel, or whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
He pop in this bitch and see me in here cooking. Instead of him like, yo, it's a fire in this motherfucker, man, y'all lock his ass up.
Yeah.
He like, damn, boy, what you cooking, boy?
Yeah.
Damn, let me get some.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In the state, ain't none of that. Niggas making buck. Niggas ain't cooking because it ain't the mindset different. You see what I'm saying? Niggas ain't got nothing but 180, that's what we call it, 180, that hot water. So nigga might make bricks, you know what I'm saying, goulash. They still making goulash in the feds, but very rare. These niggas eating fried rice and stewed fish and all this old cake ass time. You see what I'm saying? They ain't really, like I say, even in the USP. It's just that if you play in that USP, a nigga can wet your ass, and it won't be real repercussions unless they don't want you on the pound. Right. So how the feds work, the shit is all about a car. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a certain paperwork. See what I'm saying? What we call a driver's license. So me personally, I went to the feds for possession of 2 firearms, 922G. See what I'm saying? So I ain't got no co-defendants. I ain't got no snitching shit. No nigga snitched on me, and I ain't snitch on no nigga. So I got a good driver's license, which means I could walk the pound in the USP. See what I'm saying? A lot of niggas couldn't walk that pound in the USP. Or if they come to the USP and a nigga find out that your ass done ratted on somebody, nigga gonna go and wet your ass. But it ain't gonna be like what you would think. Like if this nigga you fuck with, he found out you was there and he told this nigga, cause they from your neighborhood and they get on your ass. Nah, this shit whole state. So that mean that a nigga from Tallahassee can get flipped by a nigga from Miami and they 13 hours away from each other because they in the same state of Florida. Right. You see what I'm saying? But that's only permitted in the USP. They ain't gonna let you bag none of them fuck niggas in the medium and the lows and all that type of shit. They gonna get your ass off the pound. I had to go through that too. Right. But they done got me from round Coleman medium and shipped me out to Hazleton because a nigga, you know what I'm saying, they don't like that a nigga making wine, hustling and shit. See, in the state, You make wine, a nigga gonna be calling the police like, hey boy, the police coming. You feel me? Every call, nigga gonna be, somebody gonna be making a call. You got that bum of weed in that bitch.
Yeah.
A nigga gonna be throwing bleach on the floor.
Yeah.
Mopping all up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna be making these certain calls, trying to make sure everything solid. You gonna get that type of treatment in the USP. But you ain't gonna get that treatment in no medium.
Okay.
So a nigga catch your ass with that sack, nigga catch your ass making wine, they gon' send 9 at you. They getting all on the phones. Plenty rats in the feds.
Okay.
Most of them niggas is rats. They can't go to the USP because they hot, what they call it in the fed. That what snitching call in the fed. You a hot nigga.
Yeah.
So these niggas so hot, they'll get on the phone and call SIS on you and all type of little bullshit. You thinking they on the phone with their family. These fuck niggas on the phone with 9, telling them your cell number and all that shit. Then the feds got cable and AC. So these niggas watch a lot of hoe shows, Love and Hip Hop and all this other shit, Wendy Williams and all these women ass shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like it's soft. You feel me? Niggas is sitting there getting their hair done like bitches all day, every day.
Yeah.
That don't go on in the state. You ain't got no hair in the state. They gonna zero your ass soon as you get there, and you gonna maintain a 3/4 of an inch beard and everything. Now they say they done changed it. You know, I did almost 11 years in the state.
Okay.
I did 5 years and 4 months in the feds. You see what I'm saying? But I went to the state for murder, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm. I went to the feds for just possession of a firearm.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? My max out was 120 months.
Okay.
They gave me 72 months.
Okay.
When my guideline was 46 months. But since my criminal history was so fucked up, she gave me additional like 20 months or some shit like that on top of the 46 that she supposed to gave me, quote unquote, for the guideline or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the niggas in the state, they got a different type of flex. It's very dangerous in the state. It's very dangerous in the USP too.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Sunny Daze 305 Degrees podcast. Our community said they wanted a platform that they could get their ideas and their messages out. Hence, Sunny Daze 305 is on fire.